My name is Andrew Chung, and I'm the VP of Analytics and Development here at GESA Credit Union. Been here over 11 years now, and I'm in charge of our analytics team, development team, as well as the architecture here at GESA. And so a little bit about GESA. We are the second largest credit union in the state of Washington. We have over 255,000 members and over $4 billion in assets. Currently, we have 28 locations throughout the state of Washington. We actually have, in addition, 12 high school operated credit unions. So that's a pretty cool service that we have at the local high schools here. We've seen a tremendous growth, and part of that has been focusing on technology to help be more efficient, cut costs, and be a differentiator in our space in the financial industry. And so as we've been doing that, focusing on the whole digitalization, that's been the big buzzword, trying to provide more services to our members through the online channels and digital channels. That's kind of also caused us to really focus in on security, because for many institutions, especially in the credit union space, security is almost an afterthought. But being a financial institution, that's a huge focus for us, not just in the financial space, but overall. There's so much breaches and cyber attacks here. It's so common nowadays, and continues to get even worse and worse. So we've been trying to be on the forefront security side, and luckily we've had from the top down between our CEO, CIO, it's been a top down approach, right? A focus on security. We have a number of properties, main ones being our websites. We do have a number of different ones, a couple of them microsites that serve specific departments like our mortgage group, commercial group, such forth, and investments group. But yeah, so currently we have Tala protecting all of our websites, including Inspire's Credit Union, who merged with last August. And so we are running two separate websites until we fully migrate here at the end of this year. But yeah, those are the main ones that Tala is serving. But then within each website, we have a number of different integrations, again, for chatbots and online banking, things like that, video banking. With the third-party integrations, there's so many scripts that get run with these integrations, things like, Google Analytics, Google Ads, things like that, where there's just so many integrations and, so many scripts being run that, we are not even cognizant of. And that's why we wanted to bring in Tala to help, mitigate those risks. We've been very happy with the product. And with security, it's constantly evolving. So I think with the Tala tool, it's definitely helped us doing that constant monitoring and being able to look through the reports and monitors and see all these new threats or scripts coming through that I would have never heard about, right? And so I think, yeah, it's definitely helped us continue to refine and continue to secure, again, from the client side. And yeah, we've definitely enjoyed it, and yeah, been surprised how much threats are there and how much it's evolved. So definitely helping us to stay secure. On the client side of the web environment, we felt a big need there and a big gap within our security solutions that we have in place. So that's why Tala was one definitely that we had looked into, trying to help with that need. With Tala, we want to focus more on the public side of things. So again, with our growth, we've been integrating more and more third-party integrations, things like online banking, chatbots, video banking more recently, especially with the whole COVID situation. So there's been so many applications on the public side through the web that we've been adding more and more over the course of the last several years. The biggest thing I think too was that he was impressed with the performance, right? So, being able to continue to secure the environment on each of the endpoints and the client side, but no degradation on the performance. So I think that was one of the things that he really liked about it. And also just a standard-based approach. That's one where I don't think many other vendors out there take that approach. So again, from a simplicity, performance, and future-proofing some of these threats, I think really stood out, with the standards approach that we really liked about it. I think we had also looked, at potentially kind of doing it on our own, because again, a lot of these like the CSP and those are, kind of open source and standards. But, after evaluating if that's something that we want to do in-house versus, finding a partner to work with, like Tala, it was definitely a no-brainer for us. We do have security team and we have developers here in-house, but that takes a unique skill, right, to really be able to focus in on development around security and threats around security within the development side. So between that and just the constant upkeep and monitoring, that was a no-brainer for us to go ahead and partner with Tala for this security solution. We've kind of got a process down where anytime we do make changes, we are constantly rescanning, and then maybe like on a monthly basis, it was more often, before, where we would continue to look through any different types of alerts that might have come through, or the different scripts that kind of come up, look through false positives to either whitelist or block. So yeah, just the last year or so, we've been trying to get all of that ironed out, and then to continue to deploy moving forward across other applications that we have. So in general, before Tala, we do get audited. We work with different regulators, NCUA being the big one, the national regulators, National Credit Union Association, and then we have the DFI, which is a state level regulator. And so, we do have annual audits with both of them. And obviously, security is always a critical item on there as part of all the audits. And so, to help us get prepped for that, we also do audits with third-party vendors as well throughout the year. Always kind of be, I guess, constantly, evaluate where we're at and see where we can improve, and to make sure that we are in compliance with everything. So, obviously we have those ones, but we have, different tools, again, different layers. But, especially now with Tala, that is one of the benefits that we get with Tala, because they have the constant monitoring feature where anytime there are changes to any of the endpoints or collateral that we have, we can scan it for any changes that have happened in terms of the code or functionality and any of that, and to be able to come back with reporting and be able to protect against the new threats potentially that come up with any changes to any of the websites or any of our other web applications. So they provide pretty cool tools. They have mapping tools that gives you all the different mapping of all the different integrations and scripts that get run, things like that. So it's been pretty useful for us. We've been a client for almost 2 years now. We started with a slow rollout, like with anything. For us, we wanted to make sure and prove out the products and tools before we fully deploy. So we started out with some of our smaller websites, and then to prove that out. And once we got kind of our feet wet and kind of got more familiar with the processes and the different tools and things like that, then we rolled it out to our other websites. Like I said, we've been continuing to grow, adding more and more applications on the website, on the public side. And so we look forward to continuing to add Tala to many of our other collateral here in the near future. Our experience with Tala so far has been phenomenal. We've had just such great support, from the top down, everyone from the support team to the product side. Yeah, nothing but positive feedback. We've really enjoyed it. I think that was one of the things too that we kind of enjoy. We're partnering up with folks out there and helping each other improve the products, taking our feedback. And with Tala, we've just had such great support from you guys and helping us to be successful. And yeah, definitely view it as a partnership where we're helping each other to continue to evolve the product and make it better. So yeah, truly enjoyed it.